Afterburner for the Sega Master System. Now, this was a game I actually did have for the Master System back in '87. It was pretty close to the arcade as far as, you know, what we had. For a home experience, this was very good. It wasn't going to shake and do all the cool things that the actual machine did, but the gameplay itself was pretty much there. Hey, the voices are even there. So the same idea, you've got the standard bullets, and then you've got the lock-on missiles you can launch. Try not to get shot, pretty much the only idea of these games. This was out when Top Gun was a big deal, so it sort of was like the Top Gun video game before there was such a thing. And the cool, neat feature of this one was the ability to do the barrel roll, if I can get it to go here. Hey, there we go. Oh, whoa. Do a barrel roll. No, don't do it now. Yeah, for 1987, this looks pretty good. There's, you know, this sort of pseudo 3D thing going on where the sprites are just getting bigger as they get closer, but it worked. I think I've played this game so many times that I just kind of know what's coming, and it's not all that difficult. Though I will still wind up dead before long. As soon as I say that, you know it's going to be coming, that I'm going to start losing rather quickly. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, see. Jinx myself again. Oh. You know, this looks a lot like Space Harrier as well, if you remember that one from the arcades. And they did a Sega Master System version of Space Harrier that also is about as good. You know, if you like the game, you'll like the Master System version. And they ported it over to the Nintendo too, but it was nowhere near as good. Same with Afterburner. Any of the Sega to Nintendo ports, they did not turn out all that great. Perhaps the way that they used to tank the Coleco ports for Atari to make you want to go out and buy the actual ColecoVision. Kaboom! If you wanted the Sega games, your best bet was to buy a Master System. And one of our favorite games was Wonder Boy. There was no Wonder Boy on the Nintendo, so you bought the Master System. And then lo and behold, they came out with Adventure Island, which was Wonder Boy with a new character pasted in over his face. And a couple of different enemies, but it was still the same old game. And it didn't play as well, it was not as cool. Wonder Boy is much better than Adventure Island. So Wonder Boy 2, 3, and so on were not the same thing as Super Adventure Island and Adventure Island 2 and 3 and whatever. Yes, this is now about Wonder Boy, even though we're playing Afterburner, because you've seen Afterburner, and I'm just playing till I wind up not with no more lives here. Which is usually the name of this game, no continues. We play one credit, as it were, and see how far we can get. Some of these old arcade games, that means we can finish them. Or we can crash and burn. The end. But the Afterburner, I would give that one. If you like the arcade game, I would give that one a 9 out of 10. If you're not into the arcade game and are just trying to play whatever, it's probably about a 7.
Dodders, pull yourself together.